Hi all, and thanks for your time again. Well, we're now in week 6 of the closure of Mounties Group due to COVID-19. And last week I celebrated 12 months as Group CEO of Mounties. So there's some interesting thoughts that go through your head while that happens. On one hand, we've been going through some difficult times, but on the other, I think we're now coming out and finally seeing some light. I don't think I could have received a better gift last week on that 12-month anniversary than starting to hear that we're reopening slowly across the state in different industries. No, we don't yet have a date to when clubs or pubs or hospitality venues will open, but the light's at the end of the tunnel and we're moving towards it. It's interesting that I believe that our entire industry will change because of this situation we've all been through together. But the most important thing I've seen, and I really want to thank everybody for, is how a community has come together and simply stayed home to beat a pandemic that could have affected us so much worse than it was. Thank you so much for considering your neighbours and your community around you. As a result of COVID-19, I think our entire industry will change, as I said. I think that over the next 12 months, we'll lose somewhere between 10 and 40% of registered clubs. So it's really nice to know that Mounties is in a position where we will be here in the future. And the opportunity we've had during this time to look at our business, to look at the services we have and the way we do things, means that Mounties is going to come out the other end a much stronger, fitter for purpose and more member-focused business than it's ever been before. It's a terrific thing in a horrible situation. I think one of the things that's made me most proud over the last 6 weeks period during this challenging time is the confirmation that Bondi might be about the beach and the Blue Mountains might be about trees and greenery, but Mounties really is about people. I've been amazed at how many members have reached out just to offer their support, tell me that they're there for me, and to do whatever they can to make sure that Mounties comes back bigger and better than ever. The only thing that's beaten the amount of contact I've had from members is the support of our amazing staff. The staff at Mounties during this challenging time have really risen to the top. Whilst they're not working themselves, they've been able to reach out to members just to see how they are, to make sure they're okay. We had 90 staff turn up just to grab some Anzac cookies, drive out to our members in their own cars, drop an Anzac cookie and just say hello. Times like this have really brought the best out in some amazing people, and I'm so lucky to work with them. Mounties Delivers is now launched, and while it started with produce boxes and some meat, it's growing every week. By next week, we'll be able to offer fresh cafe meals, heat and serve. Restaurants from Pillu to Teddy Larkins will be doing takeaway meals. We'll be doing alcohol delivery services to our members because times like this we all need a drink, I think. And more is coming online every week. I think the biggest advantage of that is we've identified there's a real need there for those heat and serve meals for some of our members, and I think we can continue those into the future and make our members' lives better. And one of the most exciting things coming up, in my opinion, is Mounties University. We're about to launch an entirely new training program for our staff. Mounties University is based on Mounties people. So Mounties members get the service they deserve. But our staff also get the opportunities that only Mounties bring. I was really fortunate with my career to start off as a doorman in Western Sydney at a club and become the CEO of Mounties. Everybody else should be having that same opportunity. And the only way we can do that, in my opinion, is to make sure that we have the training, the services, the facilities in our own business. So that's a dream come true that's come out of these hard times as well. And it'll kick off before we even open our club, including everything from why we exist and our purpose in business, through to giving our staff the skills on pouring our members the absolute best beer, making the best coffee. And again, things like infection control training is now a mandatory part of training for every one of our staff to keep our members safe, healthy and happy. So those services are coming together, and they're building every day. On top of that Mounties Delivers service, we're building into a takeaway service now for those members that want to drive into a Mounties club, whether it's Harbour Diggers or Mount Pritchard or anywhere else, and be able to grab that heated home meal or a carton of beer. So we're trying to make our members' lives a little bit easier and a little bit better in everything we do moving forward. I guess in summary, what I'm trying to say this week is that 6 weeks ago when we released our first video, I was in shock and was going through grief and couldn't see what the future was like. Here we stand just 6 short weeks later, and with the amazing stuff that's happening around us, I'm more excited and positive about the future of Mounties than I ever thought was possible 6 weeks ago. We're doing a lot. We're in a great financial position, ready to come back. And the opportunities for the future are exciting us all.